Today we're going to look at an interesting picture here. It's a thought-provoking picture, right? Yeah, this picture is very thought-provoking. It will make you think, this picture. So let's take a look at this thought-provoking picture. What can we see here? To the right of the picture, there's a teacher sitting behind a desk. The teacher says, for a fair selection, everybody has to take the same exam. Please climb that tree. And over here we have a line of different animals. We have a selection of different animals. We have a bird, a monkey, a penguin, an elephant, a fish in a fishbowl, a seal, I think, and a dog. So we've got a nice selection of animals here. Behind the animals, to the left side of the picture, we have a tree. So for this exam, these animals all need to climb this tree, which is behind them. Now, who is going to win this? Who's going to win this test? Personally, my money is on the bird. My money's on the bird, right? Definitely, my money's on the bird because I think the bird will fly up very quickly to the top of the tree, immediately. So the bird will win this test. Also, I think the monkey is going to do pretty well. The monkey will come in second place. My money's on the bird, but I think the monkey will be fine. The monkey will be able to climb this tree. No problems, I think. As for the penguin, the penguin is screwed. The penguin is absolutely screwed. The penguin doesn't have a chance whatsoever. No chance. The penguin has no idea how to climb a tree. The elephant, also completely screwed. Okay? The elephant is not going to win. The elephant is not going to climb the tree. Maybe the elephant can reach the tree, but definitely it can't climb it. No way. Need I say anything about the fish? I mean, need I even say anything? Obviously, the fish doesn't stand a chance in hell. Okay? The fish doesn't stand a chance. No. You've got to feel bad for the fish, haven't you? I mean, come on. You've got to feel sympathy. You have to feel sympathy for this fish because, yeah, the fish doesn't stand a chance in hell of climbing a tree, obviously. Okay. It goes without saying. It really goes without saying. Also, the seal doesn't stand a chance. The seal doesn't stand a chance. And the dog, well, I think the dog will give it a shot. Like, he will try. The dog will give it a shot. But I don't think the dog will be able to climb the tree. The dog will try, he'll give it a shot. He'll try to kind of climb up the tree trunk here. He will try to climb up the tree trunk, but he will not be able to make it to the tree branches up here. The dog's not going to make it up to the tree branches. Not going to make it. So yeah, the dog, he'll give it a shot, but he will also fail. So I think the only two animals here which will actually manage to climb the tree are the bird and the monkey. These two, it will be, to be honest, for the bird, it'll be a piece of cake, right? Piece of cake. And for the monkey, also the same. Easy peasy for the monkey as well, right? Easy peasy. The monkey climbs trees like this every day. It's no problem. Easy peasy. We might say, easy peasy, lemon squeezy, right? Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. That's just a stupid saying we have in English. Doesn't matter. Anyway, so what is the message of this cartoon? Because this is a cartoon. It's a black and white cartoon. So what's the message here? What is the message of the cartoon? Well, when I looked at this picture, it made me think a lot about school. when you have to take tests and exams at school. Now, obviously, at school, every student is given the same test, usually. And so you may think that because every student is given exactly the same test, that means it's fair. That means that it is a good test of the student's abilities in this area. For example, if you have a test, let's say a science test, right? And you give every student exactly the same science test, then it's fair, right? Because everybody gets the same test. But is it fair? Because when you think a bit more deeply about it, you think, well, actually, a science test is not actually just testing your science knowledge. It's testing your ability to sit down in one place and focus on an exam for 1 hour, let's say. To sit still in a chair and focus on an exam. Now, for some people, this is incredibly difficult, right? For some people, trying to sit still in a room in silence, right, with a time limit for 1 hour is something that is hard for them. Take somebody with a condition like ADHD. A young person with ADHD will probably find it pretty tough to try and sit there for 1 hour and not move around and focus on their test. So they may get a lower score. Maybe their science knowledge is very good, but they cannot sit still and take an exam. The other thing about these tests, and this is something that really annoyed me when I was a teenager, is that a lot of these tests are just memory tests, right? So if you take a science test in school, you have to memorize loads of different facts. Just have to memorize loads of pieces of information. And then when you do the test, you just remember what you learned and you write it down. This is really not a test of your science skills or your ability for science, really. It's a test of your memory. Like, what can you remember? How many pieces of information can you remember at one time, basically? But of course, some tests are not about writing the answer. Sometimes tests involve having to write something. You may have to write an essay or write a paragraph about something. And you think, okay, that's fair because we can see the knowledge of this student because he's writing it out. And the problem is that, of course, these tests are timed. So you may have a test, you need to write an essay, and you have 45 minutes to write the essay. In which case, what the test is actually measuring is the ability to write fast. Yes, there may be a student who is very good at the topic, who is very knowledgeable about the topic, but they can't write quickly. They can only write a bit more slowly. And so they may fail the test, whereas another student who is better at writing fast may get a higher score, not because their knowledge is better, but because they can write quickly under pressure. The other thing that tests are measuring are your ability to perform under stress, to perform under pressure. And for many people, when they go into their exam, they just can't focus because they are too anxious, they are too stressed, and they just can't pay attention and complete the exam. For some people, it's fine. For others, they get really anxious during the test, and they just can't think properly in the test. And so really, in that way, the test is not really fair. If you have a science test, right, in school, science test, in many ways, you're not just measuring somebody's science knowledge. You're measuring many other things. The ability to pay attention for 1 hour, the ability to complete things quickly in a short time, the ability to memorize facts, and also the ability to perform under pressure, under stress. These 4 things are very important, and a student may have a very good science knowledge, but the tests may not be fair for them, right? Some students are naturally good at taking tests. Other students really are terrible at taking tests for many of those reasons. And so even though the test is the same for each student, it may not be a fair selection. It may not fairly measure somebody's abilities in that topic. And I think that's what the cartoon is trying to tell us. That's what the message of this cartoon is. What do you think? Do you agree with this? Do you agree with the message that this cartoon is sending? You can tell me in the comments section. Did you enjoy taking tests when you were at school, when you were younger? You can tell me in the comments section. Thanks for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Hello guys. If you want more videos, go to EnglishSponge.com. On the website, you will find videos from many different teachers, some British teachers and some American teachers. The videos are organized by level A1, A2, B1 and B2, so you can choose which level you want to listen to. So, go to EnglishSponge.com. The link is in the description of the video.